What's up? What's up? Me and the kids about to go to a arcade, hang out with some friends. But before that, I want to talk about how 144 can apply to me. So let's do a little therapy, little life coaching. Congrats to Shedeur Sanders, who just endured something that most of us wouldn't have been able to do with a smile on our face. He went through some adversity. We watched it in real time. Him not being drafted day 1 or 2 and being drafted at the 144th pick. So let's see if Guy knows. Buenas tardes. Let's see if he knows. I've always loved his name too, Shedeur. Oh, in Espanol. What is the H? All I said was good afternoon, and I got all of this Spanish to read. All right, let's see if I can even read this. Yeah, I don't. Something about the quarterbacks. Experience significant in the draft. Yeah, he was selected after Cam Ward. The Browns are talking about selecting. Yeah, this is a lot of Spanish. Anyways, English, sir. I wanted to know, someone posted in the comments, what's the, we're all into numerology. So what's the 144th Psalm? Because my idea here is I am no longer a Christian. However, I think Psalms are probably the one thing that are great to read, even if you don't believe in God or you have a different format. But I mean, Psalms they're nice, right? Like they're kind of just like very concise affirmations, I guess. So which one did I ask for? Okay, it's the King James version. Blessed be the Lord my strength, which teacheth my hands to war. Okay, I don't think I want King James. Let's get what's the other one? Give me was it New Living? I think it's New Living version. Or is it New Life? Okay, it is New Living. Praise the Lord, who is my rock, who trains my hands for war and gives my fingers skill for battle. He is my loving ally and my fortress, my tower of safety, my rescuer. He is my shield, and I take refuge in him. He makes the nations submit to me. O Lord, what are human beings that you should notice them, mere mortals that you should think about them? For they are like a breath of air. Their days are like a passing shadow. Open the heavens, Lord, and come down, touch the mountains so they billow smoke. Hurl your lightning bolts and scatter your enemies. Shoot your arrows and confuse them. Reach down from heaven and rescue me. Rescue me from deep waters, from the power of my enemies. Their mouths are full of lies. They swear to tell the truth, but they lie instead. I will sing a new song to you, O Lord. I will sing your praises with a 10-stringed harp. For you grant victory to kings. You rescue your servant David from the fatal sword. Save me. Rescue me from the power of my enemies. Their mouths are full of lies. They swear to tell the truth, but they lie instead. May our sons flourish in their youth like well-nurtured plants. May our daughters be like graceful pillars carved to beautify a palace. May our barns be filled with crops of every kind. May the flocks in our fields multiply by the thousands, even tens of thousands. And may our own oxen be loaded down with produce. May there be no enemy breaking through our walls. No going into captivity, no cries of alarm in our town squares. Yes, joyful are those who live like this. Joyful indeed are those who God is the Lord. All right, so now let's share the angel number 144. Because one thing about social media, right? We all watched Shedeur go through this, and it was it was really hard, right? There was like the race war side of it. There's the, you don't respect the NFL. You think you're above it, and you're not coming in meek and mild and humble. He doesn't have the traditional rag to riches story like most NFL players. Like I was looking at there was some kind of athlete, I don't know who, but as soon as he was drafted, I mean, sorry, not athlete, there was a, I don't know if it's from this season or it was other last year or prior years, but he basically, as soon as he got drafted, he was like, Mom, put in your 2-week notice, like, you're retired, you'll never have to work again. And so he doesn't have that storyline, right? Like, I'm not sure what his mom does, but obviously she probably owns businesses. We know his father, Shedeur Sanders Senior, is a coach, and so his brothers are doing very well. So it's not like he needed the NFL for the money. He is in the NFL to follow in his father's footsteps, and being in the NFL, not the same position though, but he's here to make his own legacy, right? And a lot of people had a lot to say about that. Like, oh, because you don't have that right to reach a story, you don't really deserve it. Or maybe the NFL doesn't think you deserve it because it doesn't give them much of a storyline to have a very rich kid in the NFL when it's like, you're already rich. But let's look at this. Angel number 144. Hard work and divine support. 144 is a big encouragement that the hard work you're putting in is supported by God and the angels. It's like, stay disciplined, stay organized, keep building your efforts, creating a strong, blessed foundation. 1 is new beginnings. 4 is stability, foundation, structure. Double 4, strong foundation times 2. Spiritual message. God and your angels are telling you, focus, stay pure in your thoughts, keep going. Your prayers are being answered through your actions. Vibe of 144. It's a very leader number. You're not called to do what's easy. You're called to build what lasts. Which I think is freaking cool, considering his numbers too. I don't know if he'll get that number in the when you go to the Browns, right? Sometimes you do have to change your college number because someone may already have it or it's been retired. But I was just really thinking, like, how can we change 144 for us? It's a very powerful number. That this is his moment. How do we share in that? So I thought, why don't we turn? And this is going to be funny because sometimes ChatGPT gets it right and sometimes doesn't. So let's say, turn the Psalms into an entrepreneur style psalm. I'm trying to think. Do I just let it freestyle and see what it does? Or, yeah. Let's see. I'm kind of nervous because sometimes it goes wacky. And sometimes I don't know. Okay, here we go. But that's let me go back. Let's remove the Lord part out of it, because if you do like this psalm, then at least you don't have to say the remove God. Remove mention of God, Lord. Add, I think people like the universe. Alright, let's see. Blessed be the universe, my strength, who trains my hands to build and my mind to conquer, my alloy and my fortress, my piece of clarity and my source of protection, my shield and the energy which I trust, who bend circumstances in my favor. Universe, what is a human that you take notice of them, or a dreamer that you invest such power into their hands? We are like a breath of air. Our days pass as a shadow fleeing across the ground. Stretch down from the infinite. Ignite the mountains with energy and light. Scatter obstacles like lightning. Unleash precision and strategy like arrows across the battlefield. Reach into the deep waters of uncertainty. Lift me out from hidden dangers and unseen betrayals. For some speak only illusions and offer deals with right hands that hide falsehood. I would sing a new song into existence. I would create with the tools of mastery and joy. It is a universe that grants victory to those who dare, that delivers the determined from the sword of failure. Save me from those who deal in empty words. Empty words. Where crap did it go? Lost my place. Oh crap. Where is it? Save me from those who deal in empty words, whose promises crumble in their own hands. Let our sons be strong and rooted like thriving trees. Let our daughters stand polished and powerful, pillars of grace and brilliance. May our storehouses overflow with abundance. May our deals multiply like thousands of stars and tens of thousands of victories. May our ventures be fortified. May there be no breach, no captivity, no cries of despair in the streets of our empire. Joyful are those who live in this rhythm. Truly blessed are those whose spirits are aligned with the universe. Great idea. So I hope that you take that with you now that it's been entrepreneurified. But I think that was a great little, commemoration to Shedeur doing something amazing and getting into the NFL. Very few father, son, cousin, brothers get in just because your kin was in doesn't mean you get in. And so that kind of speaks to nepotism, but it's like, exactly, why are you getting filthy rich if you cannot bring your children, your line, the line of people behind you into that same organization? So I'm glad that, I'm sad he didn't get day one because he was dressed and he had all his friends and family there, where now he really only had like his siblings and some camera crew and of course his parents and a few friends, but it was a way bigger party on the first, and so he didn't get to have all that energy. But hey, he got drafted. He really could have been skipped, and this could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days later, right? It could be like some Kaepernick shit. We're just all like, whoa, what is happening? So I'm glad they didn't play with him too long, and I look forward to seeing him. I look forward to seeing Travis Hunter in Jacksonville. So it's been great. They did great. They're finally in, and hey, go Cleveland and go Jacksonville. But yeah, use ChatGPT. If you like this, don't forget to check out my video where I actually have real therapy with AI. I call it Gee, and it's on my channel. Don't forget to like, and I hope if we're friends now, you will subscribe. See ya.